It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Seattle Mariners. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Taijuan Walker gets the ball for Seattle in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, his last start wasn't a particularly good one, and he was rattled around a little bit. Couldn't get through the fourth inning. He's going to have to look to rebound here. He's going to need much better stuff than he took to the mound in his last start.
Now at the plate, Marwin Gonzalez. He will lead this one off today.
Off for Minnesota, the right fielder, number 9, Marwin Gonzalez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They come in hoping not to fall too deep into an early season hole as they're just 1-5 to start the new campaign.
Hey, Matty, yeah, it's been a tough series so far, D-Row. They've lost the first two nail-biters, 2 close games, low-scoring games. They'd like to turn that fortune around here today.
Yeah, but from a manager's perspective, Dan, all you can ask for is effort, and that's what this team's given them. They took it on the chin. First 2 games, 1-run losses. They'll bounce back today.
To 1-2 now. Chopped at the plate, but it gets fouled. He'll try again. 1-2, and he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield, and there's your first out of the inning.
Batting second, the shortstop, Adrianza.
Up next for Minnesota, Adrianza. First offering on its way. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Adrianza, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. That evens it up 1-1. Here it comes.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Now here's a swing, and yet another pop-up toward the left side of the diamond. Here to take it is Seager, and that's out number 2.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Now the 2-0. Is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
2-2 the count. Full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins DH. Josh Donaldson would be next. The 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Down go the Twins in order. Now it'll be the M's turn. No score. Jake Odorizzi, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here.
Jake Odorizzi is a really good pitcher. Doesn't get a lot of respect for the quality that he has. Low to mid-90s fastball, great straight changeup, and more importantly, a curveball that he can throw at any time. A really strong three-pitch mix. He's a pitcher, not a thrower.
Stepping up now, D. Gordon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in as hot as anyone in this first week of the season as they've won 5 of their first 6 contests.
Yeah, Matty, both the first 2 games of this series have been nail-biters, but they've been able to find a way to win. And if you're going to the postseason, you need to be good in one-run games.
No doubt about it, D-Row. They always say, hey, it's easy to win those blowout games, games that get out of hand, but there have been 2 nail-biters so far in this one. They've won both, and they'd like nothing more to continue their winning ways and win this one here today.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Liner towards second. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Gordon aboard here at first with nobody out. One and 2 the count to the Mariners shortstop.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Ready on 1 and 2. And this is swung on and missed for strike 3. And adding insult to injury, that pitch hit him as well, but there's one away. So a runner at first with 1 man gone. And up next, the corner outfielder Mitch Haniger. From the belt, the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw not in time as he steals second.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
swings and lines it to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. The throw into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
This is why it's so important to give your cleanup hitter an opportunity to hit with runners in scoring position. He does just what he's supposed to do, lacing a double and driving in a run, just like you draw it up.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. The throw will go to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring, an infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
Men on third with 2 down. Fouled away. The 1-2 pitch. And that pitch misses to even the count to the Seattle left fielder at 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mariners pick up a run on the RBI double. We'll head to the top of the second. It's 1-0 Seattle. Digging in, Josh Donaldson. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Number 24, Josh Donaldson.
First offering on its way.
1-0.
One 0 count. Here it is. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Two 2-0 to the Twins left fielder.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with a 1-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
He loses him on ball 4.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Stepping into the box, Mitch Garver. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball one, no strike.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
The 1-0.
Ball inside.
Runners on first with one down. And it's fouled away. And another foul ball. Another 2-2 offering, and a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Batting seven.
Coming to the plate now, Luis Arias. In this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting eight.
Hey, don't sleep on first base. I know they call third base the hot corner, but there's some bullets hit down that way too. Good effort on the dive right there, but batter singles.
Here's Miguel Sano, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Twins strand a pair. They trail this one 1-0. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. Previous meetings with Jake Odorizzi, he's totaled 4 hits in 19 tries. He's taken him deep once. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Seager stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6. First offering on its way.
1-0. At the ball.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Kyle Lewis.
Standing in now, Kyle Lewis. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Dylan.
Next for Seattle, Dylan Moore. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set. Here it comes.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
1 left for Seattle. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. That'll bring in Willians Astudillo. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Astudillo.
Now the pitch.
0-1's the count.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. It's 2-0 to Marwin Gonzalez. A bouncer to the left side. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
In now, Ehire Adrianza. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he fouls this one off.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
The next 1-2 pitch. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. One there, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn two.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
2 out with the man at first. In there, 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholding a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Haniger in pursuit.
He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. It remains 1-0. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next is Speedy D. Gordon.
The second baseman, D.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He's got it. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
At the plate, J.P. Crawford. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. And he falls behind 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Roll. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
Mitch Haniger the next to bat, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. A 1-0 delivery. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Looking up is Rosario, and this one is gone. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him, and the M's have taken a 3-0 lead.
Everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
So now to the plate, Daniel Vogelback.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Here's the 0-1. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
And he is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
At the plate, Carlos Gonzalez. As he'll take a first pitch curveball right down the middle for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Odorizzi gets the sign. Coming at him with the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Mariners get a couple in the inning on the 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now 3-0 Seattle. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Josh Donaldson. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Fly ball to straightaway left. And there to put it away is Gonzalez, and there's your first out.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Eddie Rosario reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. And the pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than putting one in the seats.
The ball game for Minnesota. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
Ready for another chance? Mitch Garver. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Twins are back within a run. It's now a 3-2 ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
To the plate now, Luis Arias.
Luis.
Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Miguel Sano.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Line toward right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Stepping in now, Williams Astudillo, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Lewis. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. A 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Mariners 3 and the Twins 2. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading up for the Mariners.
Bottom of the inning now. Settling in now, Kyle Seager looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now the pitch. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. And that's a special home run. Kyle Seager continues to add to his major league total. That's the 200th home run in what's turning into a pretty nice career.
And guys, 200 homers is a feat a lot of players never even get close to. If you get to this point, you've definitely established yourself as something of a decent power threat. So you can bet pitchers are aware of his power when he steps into the batter's box. He's definitely earned some respect.
Into the box, Tom Murphy. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The windup and the 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
4 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Seattle. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
At the plate now, Kyle Lewis.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the two outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
So now to the plate, Dylan Moore.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. A 1 pitch on its way.
I got to count 1 and 2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
One out and a runner on third. A swing and a ground ball to third. Scooped up. And that's the second out.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
And here's the speedster D. Gordon. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's set and the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
I'm seeing him aim the ball right now, and that's a trap you fall into as a pitcher when you're not as confident in your stuff as you should be. You got to trust your stuff.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Three and 2 now. Odorizzi comes set. Here's the pitch. Popped up. And that'll get down for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Yeah, Matt, I think his only hope is to try to get out of this 4th inning and maybe try to regroup for the 5th. But this is 8 hits he's given up already, so he might even have trouble doing that.
At the plate, J.P. Crawford, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Runners on the move for second. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park in Seattle as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early.
Thank you, Heidi. Digging in, the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First pitch on its way. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Swung on and missed. That strike two.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's fallen off the table.
Struck him out.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Into the box now, Ehire Adrianza. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
In now, Nelson Cruz. A ball and no strikes. No hits to this point. The 1-0 is outside for a ball.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Throw into second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box, Josh Donaldson. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
1 out and a runner on second base. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
Striding in once again, Eddie Rosario. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lays off 1-0.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with one swing. So I think the approach to this guy is try to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase something.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To Gordon for 1. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Digging in to try it again, Mitch Garver. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The 1-0. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. One and 2 to the Twins catcher.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 5-4 ball game. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Mariners lead it 5-4. Into the box, J.P. Crawford. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he lays off for ball 1.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit to first. Reined in. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Ready to take his hacks again, Mitch Haniger, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Rosario is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, number 20.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Daniel Vogelbach. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
That's by him for strike one. Ripped down the first base line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. High fly ball out to deep right field. Looking up is the right fielder. To the track, to the wall, and it's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year, and it's now 6-4. Carlos Gonzalez, and the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit, so I can't see him being out there much longer.
Odorizzi steps into his windup. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a line drive, and that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And this will find the wall deep in the corner, and he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Well, they're definitely starting to tee off on him now, and I do think it's a result of what we were just talking about. He seems to be laboring and not putting the ball where he wants to because of it. I think they've got to make a move here.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Homer Bailey will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Homer Bailey.
Kyle Seager will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how that he liked, and he turned that thing around.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. One for the Mariners, and it's 6-4. Into the box now, Luis Arias. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The first baseman, number 22, Miguel Sano.
Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left to board, but he cannot lose this one. Santuivalala takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
26. Doing by Walla.
Standing in now, Miguel Sano. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Two balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano. A runner at first with no outs here. A 2-ball 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman. Set, and the 2-1 pitch. Fouled away. Good job going down at that time. And it's fouled away. Nobody out, runner on first. And he fouls this one off. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Willians Astudillo. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Sinker to open the AB, and there for strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fouled off. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
Two balls, two strikes.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. The throw to third. And as a result of that errant throw back in, he'll advance 90 feet here and move up from second to third. That's a big at-bat from the bottom of the order.
Yeah, Matty, right there. Worked himself into a nice situation. Got on base right there. Now first and third. Rolls the lineup over. Top of the order is licking its chops.
At the plate now, Marwin Gonzalez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0 home. Popped him up. Seager is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The bat, number 13, shortstop, A-Ray Adrianza.
Big spot here. Runners at the corners, two gone, and A-Ray Adrianza will be the next to bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Left side, but well foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach at 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. Twins strand a pair. They trail it here 6-4. So digging in now, Tom Murphy. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
The catcher, Tom Murphy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Low for ball one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. He's taken strike one. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kyle Lewis.
At the plate, Kyle Lewis. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Here now the 2-2.
Count is full.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. There's one. The tag, and he is out. So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in is the DH, Dylan Moore. Bailey into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. 2 out, no. 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Grounded to third. Donaldson's up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. None left for Seattle. They still lead it 6-4. Austin Adams is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 63, Austin Adams.
Digging in and looking for more, Nelson Cruz. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a high drive to right center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he is into second as he kicks off the 7th with a leadoff double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Donaldson hits a little over the 270 mark. Donaldson awaiting the 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-0 on the way. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Eddie Rosario. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes ball 1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Two-0 count, and the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
The catcher, number 8, Mitch Garver.
Ready for another shot now, Mitch Garver. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. From the stretch.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. First and second now, one man out. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Into the box now, Luis Arias. And he popped him up. Gonzalez coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
The first baseman, number 22, Miguel Jimenez.
In now, Miguel Sano, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the 1-0. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ready with the 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. Twins forced to settle for 1. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The M's lead it 6-5. Now to the plate, D. Gordon. He singled his last time up.
The second baseman, D. Gordon.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Chopped toward the second baseman. And that's out number 1.
The back, the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
One away for Seattle now in inning number 7. And that brings up the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Astudillo is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Mitch Haniger will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Bailey gets the sign. Here's the pitch.
Hey!
Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch.
I got the count 1-2.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Fastball well outside.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Mariners are down in order as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Carl Edwards Jr. will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Carl Edwards Jr.
New inning set to get underway. Digging in now, Williams Astudillo. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And it's 1-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he misses. 2-1. Here it comes.
No, that's down.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Now a swing and a fly ball. On the run is Haniger. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Marwin Gonzalez.
Coming to the plate now, Marwin Gonzalez. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out.
Nope.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
He's gotten a favorable call or 2 at the plate in this at-bat, so that take on 2-0 is probably a result of feeling like the umpires got a pretty tight zone. Didn't go his way that time, though.
That's lifted the other way out to left.
Gonzalez has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, A-Ray Adrianza.
Digging in, A-Ray Adrianza. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
He's set. Here it comes.
1-0.
The 1-0.
That's ball 3. 2 balls, no strikes.
And right into the shift, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lewis will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. This one remains close. It's 6-5. Tyler Duffy is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 21, Tyler Duffy.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. So striding forward now, Daniel Vogelback. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And this is low, ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
3-0 to him now. And no doubt about this one, it's in there. 3-1. That finds the zone, a called strike. The 3-2 pitch is a slider that gets him to chase for a strike. And maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Standing in, Carlos Gonzalez. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Good waist pitch. 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at bat here. Nobody out, runner on first. And that pitch misses to even the count to the Seattle left fielder at 2-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box, Kyle Seager. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. In the dirt, and now let's see. And they couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Comes set. Now the pitch.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 3-1 pitch. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. Now a long throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Standing in now, Tom Murphy. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, 1 twin error, and no one left on base. 9th inning coming up. It's the Mariners 7 and the Twins 5. Matt McGill comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Matt.
Next will be the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. Josh Donaldson digging in now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, great job pounding his own strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
A 1-1 count now to Donaldson.
1-1.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. From the stretch. Rounded down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he got him.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs, too. That's excellent pitching.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Runners on first with 1 down. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Mitch Garver is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out. And the Mariners will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series as the ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
7-5 how today's comes to an end. Seattle jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Taijuan Walker earns his first win of the season. Jake Odorizzi struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Matt McGill earns the save out of the bullpen, his first of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the